Your love for me too much, too much, too much, excess love. Hey, let me hear you say too much, too much, yeah, yeah, excess love, too much, too much, too much, excess love. Everybody lift your voice and sing. Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your grace is amazing. Your grace is amazing. Your grace is amazing. Your grace is amazing. Say you're amazing. 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 Say you're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Hey, Jesus, you love me too much. Oh, too much, excess love. I don't know how much you did it. You love me too much. Put your hands up. Hey. Oh, say you're amazing. You're amazing. You make my life. Hey, hey, yeah. You're amazing. Oh, you make my life. You make my life. Yeah. Said all your promise me the and amen. You're not a man, you never lie. Lift your hands to him. Jesus, you love me too much. Oh, too much, excess love. Jesus, you love me too much. Oh, you love me. You love me. I cannot say why. Yes, you love me. Jesus, you love me too much. Oh,
All right, we're back. This is your man, DJ TJ. This is Friday Night Live. You're listening to WKTJ Reverence Radio. And that was JJ Harrison and Mercy Chinwo with Excess Love, the remix. And that is our new song of the week right here on Friday Night Live. Hope you enjoyed that. And just to give you just a little bit more news, it is July, you all. We are midway through this year. And schools are not looking like they're going to be reopened anytime soon for the youngsters. But the colleges have a different aspect on this whole thing. And the head coach from U of M have been talking about getting the guys back on the field and different things like that. And they have been reporting that certain colleges will only be online. And recently, right here in Lansing, Michigan, our school district has noted, because of a meeting they had yesterday on Thursday, that the children will be taking online classes come this fall and will not be having in-person classes, which is also a big debate right now, is getting the children back to school safely. And I can say this for a fact, and this is also my personal opinion, that until there is a vaccine, there's a lot of things that will not be happening until we get control of this thing, because there have been spikes around the country once again. There have been spikes around the world once again. So this thing is not going away, y'all, until we get a vaccine or a cure immediately. Now, billions have gone into developing vaccines. There have been advances. There have been good happenings around certain trials, but nothing that has taken over as far as for something that will defeat this thing. And that's what they really need to be focused on. Instead, there is testing, and no treatment. And that is one of the things that Nancy Pelosi is stressing to a lot of people right now, is that she's looking forward to testing, tracing, and treatment. Now, the testing is big right now. The tracing is very minuscule. And the treatment part, well, there have been a lot of people who have beat this thing and have gone home. There is a man that I do know personally that has spent 90 days in the hospital by having this virus. And he did beat it, but he is still dealing with the aftermath of it. They did a story on him on the news. He's well known in the community. And I'm glad that he made it, because there have been others in this community that they have not made it. So take it serious, y'all, and wear a mask, and just know your children will be at home with you. And if you don't have a job, that's even trade. But if you do have a job, hopefully you can make sure that they are taken care of while you are at work. If that's not the case, then they need to come up with something, not only for unemployment, but they need to come up with something for healthcare workers or people who have to work and have children. They have to have daycare providers. That's one thing that they have not talked about, is having daycare providers or providing daycare for people who do have to work or want to work so they can get back to work. Everybody wants people to get back to work, but what about people with children? They are leaving those people out because they can't go without having care for their child, which makes no sense to me. So you can't say they need to get back to work, they need to get back to school. No, they need help, because there's not always someone who can look after these people. And daycares are just like schools. They're not going to be safe in an environment right now. So that makes it even harder to say that you can get daycare for your child. Now, me personally, I don't have any children, but I do know that I don't care how much you sanitize and this and that and the other, children will be children. And it's not going to be safe for them because they're not clean. They don't know what clean is. So you got to take that into account too. And then people are not going to leave their children with other people, and they don't know how clean they are as well. And they don't know how clean their kids are going to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at all aspects of this thing. So if you're going to talk about getting someone back to work, what about people who have children and have no one to take care of them while they are going to work? Speak on that, Congress. And everybody else who wants to talk about this thing. Talk about daycare. Talk about child providing. people who don't have a way to protect these children, don't have a way to care for these people while you go to work. Now, if that's your job and you want to work, you want to take care of someone's kids, you better get out there and say something. If you know you're clean and you can handle it, say something. This is the right time for daycare providers to say something. This is your time, because they are forcing people back to work when they're not safe to go to work. They're trying to force kids back to school when it's not safe to go to school. And even these major baseball leagues, are going back to work and getting back to sports and everything like that. My hat's off to the Tigers for trying to get their season started. My hat's off to any NFL league who thinks they can get started. My hat's off to any minor league that think they can get started, because soccer has started. Hats off to them as well for having Black Lives Matter on their uniform. Hats off to the NFL for playing the Black National Anthem before each game when it does get started, because changes have happened. I'm not going to take your ear off anymore. This is your man, DJ TJ. If you don't have a Bible, get yourself a Bible, King James Bible. If you don't have a church home, get yourself a church home. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of someone that you do not know, or meet someone and bring them to Christ if you know how. It's not going to be hard, you guys. Just do something you've never done before and make it a good thing. My grandma used to say, make sure you do a good deed a day, and you will never have a problem with anybody. I used to brag on my good deed every time I try to do something for someone. I make sure that people knew I did my good deed for the day, but people frown on that. But you feel good when you do something for someone else. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. So make sure you guys be safe out there. Wear your mask. Don't fight the system. Don't buck against it. People are getting killed over that. I say that again. People are getting killed over that. Always a friendly reminder, just make sure you go to YouTube and leave yourself a comment about how you feel about these masks on our YouTube page. Type in WKTJ or anything close to Reverence Radio in the search engine, and it will come up for our page. And look at any of our videos and leave a comment, and I will get it and respond to it. And thank you in advance for doing that. We are trying to grow, you guys. We're trying to get better. Everyone's talking about supporting black businesses. This is a black business, so make sure you guys support us. We also have a clothing line, Church Ready Clothing. I purchased a hat myself, and I've been showing it off around the city, and it's a very well-made product. Okay, so you will not be skipping out on what you purchase, all right? It will get to you in a timely manner, especially during this crisis, all right? Make sure you support the magazine, Reverence Magazine, on Facebook, and also on YouTube, and Instagram, and Twitter. We're on all those with DJ TJ as well. So make sure you support us, you guys, so we can keep on moving. I also have put out a job application